I thought about this again, as usually how it happens. We get super sidetracked, but I want to do red flags.
The tweet, the thing
Yeah. But I want to ask you about red flags from a sports perspective, and then also like relationships. Now, not just with your plus one, friend relationships.
Okay.
Red flag. I text you, you don't respond. You're posting on Instagram. Like, ultimate red flag. I'm talking about like the ones that cover the stadium, you know, when they do the national anthem.
Yeah.
Yo, drives me crazy. And especially when it's like something that I need an answer to.
You know, I don't know. I just like, there are times when I'll see a text and I'll be like, all right, I got to respond to that. And I just don't. Like, I just forget. I don't know. It's the weirdest thing. You know what it's kind of like? You ever get like, well, this is when you're talking to somebody where they're like, all right, I'm getting kind of tired now. I'm going to go to sleep. Good night. And then they're like on Twitter after or something.
Yeah.
Ultimate red flag.
Ooh, so when they tell you I'm going to bed, but.
And then you start lurking, red flag.
Damn. Starting with the lies already.
Right? It's one of them.
I feel that. Can I give you another life red flag?
Sure.
Horoscopes.
You don't even know.
Yo.
You don't even know.
Listen, if you let the fact that you're a fucking Libra determine if you're going to have a good day because the planets don't align.
Because Jupiter is in the other sun and Mercury's rising.
Yeah, what are we doing?
Now, listen.
What are we doing?
I have experience with this. So there's like such thing as a cusp. I don't know what the fuck it is. I couldn't tell you. But like you could be in between like Mercury and Uranus or something. Or a Libra and a Virgo. I don't even know if they coincide together. But there's like these things where you're born in the middle. So you take both qualities. So you're like a super person or something. And people are like, yeah, I'm a cusp. That's why I did that. I'm like, no, you're a fucking idiot. That's why you did that. It's not because you're a cusp. What's a cusp? Please, a cusp. You're an idiot. So, yeah, it's bad. People really base their whole life. Like, you ever read a horoscope? Like, have someone read a horoscope out?
Yeah.
Well, tomorrow you're going to be very thirsty. So that's because Mercury's rising. And they're like, oh, yo, I was thirsty the other day. It's because Mercury was here. I needed something to drink. And it's like, no, bro. It's so broad. No.
Yo, one time I was talking to this girl, and the Giants had lost that game to the Packers in the playoffs.
Yeah, because Mercury was in retrograde.
And she was like, oh, why are you so upset? Are you sensitive? I was like, what? She's like, oh, you're a Pisces, right? Because I'm a Pisces. The only thing I know what you are.
I don't.
But I can't tell you no, I know like what I am. I can't tell you who a Libra is.
Yeah.
Like what months you're in. No,
yeah,
I just know Pisces. That's
I
it.
just know me. I know there's a Cancer or something.
I know all of them, but I can't tell you like the months that you are.
Yeah.
Right? So I know I'm a Pisces. She's like, oh my God, you're so sensitive. It's your traits. It's like, no, it's because they went on the fucking boat trip. That's why I'm upset. That's why. It has nothing to do with the planets aligning.
It's horrible.
Like these morons, they went on a vacation as a wild card team.
It's horrible.
That drives me crazy.
When
like there'll be times where I'll be taking my mom to work and she'll be listening to like KTU or Z100 and they'll be like, Pisces today, something very encouraging is going to happen. Your day's an 8. Libra, something bad's going to happen. Your day's a 3. And then my mom will be like, oh my God, I can't believe my mom's a Capricorn. Oh. She's like, oh my God, it's going to be a bad day. I was like, some radio host.
Random guy.
What are we doing?
Now, how does he know this? What does he do to know this?
Just reading the newspaper.
Telescope? Like, how do people figure out the telescope?
Yo, it drives. If you're like super into your zodiac sign,
you live life on like a.
I'm like, yo, I'm red flag for me.
One time, my girlfriend gets a call from her friend, and I hear it through the phone. And you can hear somebody talk. So she gets a call. Hello, bitch, you gotta download this app right now. That's what her friend says to her. I look over. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
You gotta download what? Crypto, maybe?
So, like, you gotta download this app right now. Everything is real. I entered in my birth date, my name, my social security. Everything checks out. I'm like, oh dear God. So then my girlfriend has this conversation. She's asking me what time I was born. Like, I know. Like, I was there and I was conscious. I don't know. Well, call your mom and ask her. I'm like, bro, I'm not calling my mother to ask her what time I was born. I'm not doing it. This is crazy. She did it. I actually did it. She did it. this is crazy. Everything makes sense. You get angry sometimes and sometimes you're happy. And I'm like,
Yeah, that's also life.
okay. Okay.
I had someone ask me what time I was born too.
That-
And I was like, oh, March 11th, 1991. They're like, no, the time and the place. I was
Don't.
like, Elmhurst Hospital, I think.
Don't ask me what fucking time I was born. I swear to God, do not. That's a red flag within itself. What time were you born? I don't fucking know.
Yo, what's another one? Do you have a sports one? What's a sports red flag?
When an athlete gets hurt and it's day to day quad injury,
And then it turns into 3 to 4 months.
I'd rather you give me 4 months out for season, day to day is a fucking guessing game. Day to day, it's literally a day, and then has setback. You never know. It's a mystery game. Our favorite person in the world, Kyrie Irving, was day to day with a shoulder injury. Nobody saw him for like 3 months after that. He disappeared. His shoulder injury took him away. It was the worst.
Yo, hockey's the worst too because they don't even give you an actual body part. They just say upper.
That's
like upper and lower.
That's a good red flag.
That's horrible.
When it's upper body or lower,
you're like, yo, is it his hand, a finger, a shoulder? Did he tear his ACL?
Your upper body's your belly button up. It could be so many things. It could be a heart attack.
Yo, that's the worst. Yo, concussion, like nah, it's just upper and lower.
Yo, that's pretty bad too.
Yo, the day-to-day shit. The NFL, a couple years ago, they got rid of probable because like Tom Brady was on the injury report as probable for like 12 straight years.
What is probable?
Probable is like you jammed your finger the week before, and like you're probable, right? That's probable.
What was that, like 80% maybe, like 70%?
Nah,
maybe?
probable was almost you're playing.
So he was on that for 12 weeks.
Yeah, no, 12 years.
12.
He would always be on the injury report. Probable. Then it was questionable. Was like, all right, this dude
60%.
He pulled his hamstring. That's a questionable. Then doubtful was like, yo, you're basically out. And then out is you're out, right? And then they got rid of probable. So now questionable has become the new probable. Doubtful now is like questionable, and then it's out. So it's just weird shit. That thing drives me crazy.
Yeah, that is pretty bad that you mentioned it.
The worst, another bad red flag is when you see minutes restriction.
Oh, that's the worst. That's bad too.
Or limited snap count. And one of two things happens. The wide receiver will go 8 for 200 and 2 touchdowns on limited snap count. And then in fantasy, you don't play him or you don't play him in DFS. Or it was really a limited snap count. Josh Gordon against the Bills, he played 8 snaps. You're like, oh, okay. That's the worst.
Yeah, that is pretty bad.
Those are bad red flags too.
I'm trying to think of some other ones.
I got another good life red flag. I think the weirdest people I know went to private school.
Wow.
Public school gang, baby.
Listen.
Shouts to the PSAL. Yo, the weirdest people I know, and I'm going to leave it open for interpretation.
Nah, I'm going to go in. Fuck them. I'm going in.
Went to private school.
There's a reason you're in private school. I don't know.
I need you to be public school DNA, bro.
That's actually really good. Really good.
The last like 6 to 8 months, I've been like, man, you know what? I know why you're weird, son. You went to private school.
You weren't out here in the jungle with us.
Yeah.
You weren't eating pizza, chicken fingers with milk at 3 p.m. at lunch.
Yeah. You weren't able to walk out, cut school.
Give the dean a high five on the way out.
Yo, the security guards at Bryant, they used to be like, yo, Q, where you going? Because I was the quarterback. They're like, Q, where you going? I was like, oh, I'm out, man. I'll be here tomorrow. All right, yo, have a good day.
It's just bad.
Which their whole objective was to stop
you from going out. It was 11:30?
Yeah, 11:30. Yo, private school.
They have, like, I feel like private school, and they identify with themselves more than, like, us, the outsiders.
They also call each other by their last name, too. Have you noticed that?
Wow.
And it's all, like, full, like, oh, do you know Dylan Alibrandi? It's like, nah, do you know Dylan? Right? It's like, oh, do you know Alibrandi?
That's genius.
Right?
It's like a secret cult that they have.
Yeah.
We got to figure out what's going on in there.
There's mad nicknames, too. Hey, Spence. Hey, Spency.
Yo, that's the worst. They have private school names. Clark, Spence, stuff like that. Thomas.
It's like frat star names.
Yeah, Thomas, Clark, Timothy, Chad.
Oh, Chad and Brad is like the Mount Rushmore
Brad,
of private
Ashley.
school frat stars.
Yeah, it's
Yo,
bad.
if you went to public school, you good on this side, man.
I wouldn't be as cool as I am today if I went to a private school.
Wow.
Nowhere near close. I'd probably be more successful in life. But what does
So
that
there's
matter?
that, yeah, right? There's
But
that
what does
too.
that matter? I'm cool.
Yeah. Mad cool, bro. Not a square.
Oh shit.
Another one. What's another good red flag?
Red flag.
Oh, I got a good one.
You got all of them.
I got a good like life one. If you clap when the plane lands.
Oh no, you see, that's me though.
No, dude.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh my god. Yo, if you clap when unless now there are exceptions to every rule. If you're on that flight that I was on that one time I went to Vegas with Joey
There's some flights from hell.
and the flight is free falling. Ha ha ha. Those are bad. The ha 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 and the stewardess or the flight attendant when they're panicking,
That's
you're like,
how you
yo.
know. I judge every flight's severity by the reaction of them.
Yes.
It's funny because on the way back from Disney, they were handing, at like in the like when they get at a fair altitude to like start moving around, they'll bring the card out and offer you water, snacks, whatever. They had the card out and the pilot came over the loudspeaker and said, "All right, we're gonna hit some rough air." They tucked the fucking carts back in, and they were like hurrying to their seat and sat down. I knew some shit was going on. I knew it, and I began to realize how much I love the earth, the ground. Things hit different at that point.
Yo, I feel you on that.
It's bad.
Man.
I clapped.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm one of those. The air is not good.
Hey, I might have clapped when we landed in Vegas on that Spirit flight.
Spirit.
Yo.
Red flag. If you fly Spirit.
Yeah,
that's a red fucking
ultimate.
flag.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a short flight. Because, people like, if like you go to Florida or something, right? They can't be that much money. If you elect to go Spirit to a flight like that, red flag. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Yeah. A sports red flag, giving athletes big contracts in their contract year. After their contract year.
After.
For example, you've been underperforming for 4 years.
Okay.
Year 5, you have a wild 28 points per game. What's a good like point total in hockey? What would make you like elite?
If you're averaging like a point a game.
Point a game, right? You have 1.5 points a game, right? Yeah. You're going crazy. You're a Hart Trophy finalist. You like that shit, hockey fans? You know what I'm saying? We got bars here.
That is a bar.
Shouts to the Vezina Trophy.
Cheers to the bar, the Vezina.
And out of nowhere, you have this career year. And then you get 4 years, $160 million.
That's a major red flag.
That's a big red flag for me. However, there are exceptions, right? Like a guy who I've been spotlighting all year, he's been balling. Mike Williams on the Chargers. Mm-hmm. Kind of underwhelming his whole career. He wouldn't be consistent. He'd have one great game, 6 for 120 and a touchdown or 2 touchdowns, and then he'll have 2 for 30, 3 for 14. Mm-hmm. Like he'll have weird stat lines like that. There are exceptions because now he has a quarterback that it's down to the ankle. Mm-hmm. You got a stud there.
Yeah.
So that you kind of weigh the options. Like, is it now because he has an actual quarterback and he's performing? Justin Herbert's on a rookie contract. I give Mike Williams the bag. I don't got to pay Herbert for another couple of years.
Yeah.
And now I know that the production is going to be sustainable. That I'm with. But you'll see a lot of baseball guys who go into contract years.
I feel like it happens the most in baseball.
Yeah. They bat 320 and 40 home runs. And you're like, what the hell?
Uh-huh.
And then they get paid, and then you're like, Eey.
Yeah, and then it turns out to be terrible.
Yeah.
I feel like it happens a lot in baseball and basketball. Mm. You know what I think of like horrible? I think of like Joe Johnson. Terrible deals like that. That deal is horrible.
Bro, you're wearing a Met hat. Every signing that they've ever had has been a guy in a contract year.
This is a red flag. You see somebody wearing this, a red flag.
Yo, honestly, if you're a New Yorker and you're a Met fan, kind of a red flag.
Red flag.
However, green flag for loyalty.
Yeah.
How about this? Green flag if you root for shitty teams.
That's let me tell you something. That's a major green flag. If you're a
Yes.
dedicated fan to a shitty team, it tells a lot about you.
I think
Loyal.
that shows loyalty and character.
And you're a low maintenance person. You don't
Yeah.
need much to be happy.
You don't need
Low
much.
maintenance people are great people.
I need an 8th seed in the East.
All that they're asking for. If you give me an 8 seed in life as a Met fan, it's pretty good.
All I need is December football to matter for me. I don't ask for much.
Bro, if we could get past Halloween and we're playing meaningful games,
Mm-hmm.
I had a great time. I came, I saw, I enjoyed.
Yeah. Yo. Oh, man, that's a good one. I really do think that, like, one time just messing around, someone asked me, like, why do you say that you're loyal? Because I would always tell people, like, yo, one quality of myself is I think I'm a very loyal guy. I've had the same group of friends my whole life. And just, like, you know, if you do good by me, like, I'm going to hold you down. I'm always, like, ride or die kind of shit. And then I was like, yo, I'm a Mets and Knicks fan.
Not everybody will be able to identify that,
Yeah.
though, because they're not sports fans.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
so easy to just change fan bases.
Yeah.
But to you, the loyal person,
Nah, bro,
you could
can't,
never.
Fuck, you can't, yo.
That's what I'm saying. People and other people be like, yeah, it's easy. Just root for another team.
Nah.
But it's like sacrilegious.
You can't do that, man. You a fraud.
Cannot.
You can't.
That's the point.
And that's the problem with this new era of fans.
They're
Feeling
all
like
bandwagon fans.
Not just that. They root for players more than they do for
That's a
teams.
fucking red flag.
I'm a LeBron fan.
Yeah, if you're not a team fan and you're a red flag right off the bat, don't give me that shit that you're a LeBron fan, because he's been on the Cavs. He's been on what, 3 different teams?
Yeah.
Come on, bro. You got to be
One of which 2 different times. So basically 4 teams.
And yeah, every team he's on is good.
Yeah.
When was there ever a bad LeBron year? That first Laker year, right?
Yeah, because he got hurt.
That's my
and he
point.
also knew that, like, I can't win with Lonzo and these morons on the team.
So like you can't. That's a red flag.
Yeah.
Sports red flag right there.